Welcome to the YouTube channel The Right Places, your go-to space for inspiring, budget-friendly, and creative home and garden solutions. Today, we're diving into 2025's most creative fence ideas for small gardens, where timeless traditional fencing meets the imaginative world of upcycled materials. If you're dreaming of a charming outdoor retreat without breaking the bank, this is for you. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and let's transform your garden into a space you love. One, classic wooden picket with a twist. Wooden picket fences have always exuded that storybook charm, especially for smaller gardens. In 2025, this classic look is making a gentle comeback only this time. Homeowners are customizing the pickets with hand-painted patterns, color washes, and whimsical tops carved from old chair spindles or antique bedposts. It's a creative fusion of nostalgia and personal flair, offering both boundary and beauty to compact spaces. Two, reclaimed pallet fence walls. Pallet fencing is an upcycling hero in 2025, especially for those with limited space and a tight budget. By sourcing free or cheap reclaimed pallets, you can create vertical garden walls, rustic privacy barriers, or cozy enclosures. Sand them down, stain, or paint to match your aesthetic, and you've got a practical fence that doubles as a conversation piece. Ideal for DIY enthusiasts who love giving old with new purpose. 3. Wattle fencing revival. The ancient technique of wattle fencing, using pliable branches like willow or hazel, is making waves in 2025's garden design scene. It's sustainable, completely biodegradable, and easy to build in any garden shape. This rustic barrier doesn't just define your garden, it becomes part of it. Great for smaller plots, it allows air and light while adding a fairy tale countryside vibe to your outdoor space. 4. Mismatched shutters as a fence. One of the most creative upcycled fencing ideas in 2025 is transforming old window shutters into a funky, colorful fence. When arranged vertically or horizontally, their varying styles and paint colors create a patchwork of character. It's a great way to reuse vintage materials while adding privacy and charm. Plus, they're lightweight and easy to install even in narrow garden areas or balconies. 5. Low brick walls with reclaimed accents. For a timeless and sturdy option, low brick fences are being paired with upcycled wrought iron gates, salvaged wood panels, or even stained glass inserts. These low-level dividers offer a cozy enclosure for flower beds or patios without visually cutting off your small garden. The bricks lend tradition, while the upcycled pieces add flair and storytelling to your fence. 6. Antique door fence panels. Who said doors are only for homes? In 2025, antique and salvage doors are being used as artistic fence panels in small gardens. Each door brings its own history, some with peeling paint, glass panes, or ornate carvings. Aligning several of them side by side creates a bohemian fence that feels like it was made from memories. Perfect for adding mystery and height without losing creativity. 7. Living willow fencing. Living fences are gaining traction again, especially with willow saplings woven into natural barriers. As they grow, they fuse together, forming a fence that's alive and evolving. It's a fantastic option for garden lovers who enjoy low-maintenance greenery. It also serves as a habitat for birds and pollinators. Over time, this fence becomes an organic part of your garden's ecosystem. 8. Corrugated metal and timber combo. For a bold yet traditional meets rustic look, corrugated metal sheets, paired with reclaimed timber frames, are a top 2025 choice. The metal provides durability and weather resistance, while the wood softens the aesthetic and ties into garden elements like planters or sheds. It's a balance between function and character, ideal for small gardens that need sturdy yet stylish enclosures. 9. Upcycled bicycle fence art. One of the quirkiest trends this year involves old bicycle wheels being turned into decorative fence inserts. These round forms, when lined up or overlapped, create kinetic, artistic fencing that still allows light and airflow. It's ideal for whimsical gardens or for those wanting to give discarded bikes new life. Plus, it's a fun conversation starter for garden parties. 10. Rebar and wire fencing with vines. Simple yet effective, rebar and wire fencing is having a traditional revival. But in 2025, the twist is adding climbing plants like jasmine or clematis to soften the metal and add natural privacy. This combo works well for small gardens because it's space-saving and allows vertical growth. It offers a clean, minimal backdrop while still being a part of the planting plan. 11. Bamboo screens from salvaged poles. Bamboo remains a go-to for small garden fences. But in 2025, the focus is on using salvaged or storm-fallen bamboo instead of new. It's lightweight, easy to assemble, and lends a tropical or zen feel. You can build low roll-up fences or taller screens, and even mix it with rope or driftwood for that handcrafted, eco-conscious touch. 12. Half-height stone and timber fusion. Garden fences in 2025 are embracing the low stone wall with timber topper combo for a quaint, countryside feel. Ideal for cottage or herb gardens. These fences use reclaimed stone for the base and salvaged wooden beams or planks above. This layered effect is both sturdy and aesthetic, giving the illusion of space while keeping your green zones cozy and contained. 13. Painted crate fences for planters and borders. Upcycling painted wooden crates into a mini fence is not just clever, it's multifunctional. In 2025, small gardens are using colorful, repurposed crates to outline garden beds, hide compost bins, or create mini privacy screens. They double as planters, storage, and fencing. It's ideal for renters or gardeners who love seasonal updates without commitment. Bright, playful, and perfectly small space friendly. 14. Twine and twig weave fencing. If you love natural materials, twig fencing bound with twine or jute brings woodland vibes to urban gardens. In 2025, this humble fence style is being embraced for its low cost, DIY appeal, and biodegradable qualities. Gather sticks during hikes or from pruning and weave your way to a sustainable, organic border that blends into flower beds or pathways. 15. Repurposed bed frames as garden gates and panels. Those vintage iron or wooden bed frames you find at flea markets? In 2025, they're being transformed into charming garden gates and fence segments. The ornate headboards make lovely focal points, while footboards can be repurposed as decorative ends for short fences. With a bit of weatherproofing, they add structure and personality, perfect for giving small gardens a whimsical edge. 16. Garden tool fence accents. Forgotten rakes, hoes, and shovels are finding new purpose in 2025 as decorative fence pieces. These vintage garden tools can be mounted vertically on a wooden fence, used as trellis points, or even interwoven into a full fence design. They bring nostalgia and charm, reminding us of the connection between tools and soil. Plus, they're often free to source and make great use of aging iron. 17. Driftwood and rope fencing. Small gardens with coastal or boho inspiration are turning to driftwood fencing, tied together with heavy rope or twine. Each piece of driftwood tells its own story weathered by waves and wind, and when lined up, they create a naturally artistic boundary. It's a low-cost, calming option that suits vegetable patches, raised beds, or flower-lined walkways beautifully. 18. Tree branch and log fences. Fallen branches and trimmed logs can be fashioned into low fences or borders, perfect for flower beds or informal garden divisions. In 2025, this back-to-nature fence style fits perfectly into cottage gardens and permaculture plots. No nails, no chemicals, just stack, tie, or wedge. It's rustic, resourceful, and allows even tiny gardens to embrace a forest-like feeling. 19. Salvaged window frame panels. Old wooden window frames are making stunning fencing panels this year. Mounted side by side, they bring transparency and texture, especially when painted in soft tones or filled with chicken wire for climbing plants. This upcycled fencing idea works great for compact gardens by creating visual flow without sacrificing privacy or beauty. 20. Terracotta pot fence edging. For gardens with earthy aesthetics, upturned terracotta pots are being creatively arranged to form decorative fencing. These pots cracked, mismatched, or chipped can be partially buried or strung onto poles. They define garden beds with color, warmth, and a connection to traditional clay gardening. Bonus, they also help keep critters out of tender greens. 21. Rustic split rail for open borders. A nod to countryside tradition, split rail fences remain a strong 2025 favorite. Though typically used in larger landscapes, scaled-down versions work beautifully in smaller gardens. Using reclaimed logs or rough-hewn lumber, this style offers a natural boundary while allowing plants to spill and grow freely. It's low maintenance, full of character, and pairs well with wildflowers or herb gardens. 22. Tin can planter walls. For ultra-creative fencing, tin cans are getting a makeover as stacked planters and decorative fence elements. Attach them to reclaimed wood panels, fill them with soil and herbs, and you've got a vertical fence that feeds both the eyes and the table. It's a fantastic way to combine fencing, gardening, and sustainability in small spaces. 23. Upcycled bookshelf garden dividers. Bookshelves that are no longer safe indoors can serve beautifully as multifunctional garden dividers. Used upright, they become vertical fence sections. Laid flat, they work as edging. Paint them to weatherproof and match your aesthetic. Fill the shelves with potted plants, birdhouses, or garden tools. It's a novel and useful take on small garden fencing. 24. Clothesline post fencing. In 2025, old clothesline posts, especially those with vintage concrete or iron bases, are being reinvented as the foundation for rustic fences. Link them with rope, reclaimed wire, or salvaged lattice. This fencing style embraces simplicity and history, reminding us of backyard pastimes and sunny wash days. Perfect for minimal barrier needs in tight spaces. 25. Crib rail and baby gate barriers. Parents often don't know what to do with outdated baby gear. This year, crib rails and baby gates are being repurposed as charming, narrow garden fences. Painted or weathered, they create safe and stylish enclosures for herbs, paths, or delicate plants. It's a creative and heartfelt way to give new life to something with family history. 26. Rustic ladder fences and trellises. Old wooden ladders are being leaned, laid down, or even attached together to create rustic fences that double as plant supports. Their shape is ideal for climbers, peas, or even string lights. Plus, they bring vertical appeal without crowding the space. In small gardens, every inch counts and ladders offer form, function, and nostalgia all in one. 27. Milk crate modular fencing. Stackable and versatile milk crates are becoming a small garden fencing trend in 2025. Use them as planter boxes along borders or zip tie them together to form lightweight fence segments. They're durable, easy to rearrange, and ideal for renters or seasonal gardeners. Plus, they're great for drainage and airflow around delicate plants. 28. Wine bottle garden borders. Colorful wine bottles can be sunk upside down into the soil to form a sparkling, artistic fence. Arrange them in a row, vary the colors, and you've got a barrier that plays with light and texture. In 2025, this idea is seeing resurgence for its simplicity and celebration of reuse. It's also a great excuse to save bottles from gatherings with friends. 29. Rustic rope net fence for vines. Instead of wire mesh, some gardeners are embracing knotted rope netting stretched between wooden stakes. This net-style fence is ideal for training peas, beans, or sweet peas in tight spaces. It has a softness and handmade charm that suits traditional or cottage gardens. Made from jute or hemp, it's fully biodegradable and easily replaced season to season. 30. Repurposed furniture fencing. Lastly, in 2025, furniture that's past its prime, chairs, dressers, even cabinet doors, is being creatively reconstructed into fences. Chair backs become pickets, drawer fronts turn into panels, and table legs act as fence posts. It's playful, personal, and a tribute to imagination over disposal. Each piece brings its own charm, making every small garden feel like a curated space of stories. Conclusion: a garden fence full of personality. And there you have it, 30 incredible, creative fence ideas for small gardens in 2025, where the beauty of traditional design meets the cleverness of upcycled materials. Your garden fence doesn't have to be expensive or modern to be memorable. With a little imagination and love for the past, you can shape something totally unique and soul-filled. Don't forget to subscribe to the right places, like this video, and share it with fellow garden dreamers. We'll see you in the next one.